Yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. So, as of the recording of this video, we're almost 1 week into set 7, which means we only have 2 to 3 weeks left to prepare for the next set, set 8, Clash of the Knights and Dragons. And this is going to be an epic set. It's the season finale of the Asia Circuit era, the climactic conclusion of these limit break units. Let's see what these cards final forms will be and how much impact it will bring to the meta, what cards you should focus on, what key cards I will highlight, as well as how these clans will place in the metagame from best to worst. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. So before we go into the specific cards, let's talk about the type of banners. And looking back at JP, of course they started with the general set 8 banner, featuring rate up for all the new cards from this set. They also had rate ups for all 4 Q4 clans, Royal Paladin, Kagero, Oracle Think Tank, and Nova Grapplers respectively. As in global, we already are seeing the Royal Paladin banner and the Kagero banner, primarily because, well, yes, Royal Paladin does get 1 new card over the entire Asia circuit. They don't really have a lot of unique content, and they probably wanted to sync up these 2 trial decks with these 2 rate up banners for this set 7, and then bring out Oracle Think Tank and Nova Grappler as well as their trial decks with set 8. Interesting strategy, of course, might work, why not? Who's to say? I mean, I'm sure they've done the numbers, but the reason why they're going to keep Oracle Think Tank and Nova Grapplers for set 8 is because they do get new cards. They do get cross rides for their boss units, and so that is something to definitely look forward to. And after that, JP did get rate ups for Narukami, Gold Paladin, and then Aqua Force in that specific order, respectively. That's definitely great if you just want to focus on one specific clan, and definitely a higher chance of getting what you want for that clan. So something to note is that JP did not have the Narukami and the Gold Paladin rate up at all during set 6, so this is completely new to them. This is also the first time they have the Aqua Force rate up. Will Global get the Aqua Force rate up in set 7? Who knows? Maybe by the time you're seeing this video 1 month later, you'll know what happened. But I don't, and only time will tell. But as of right now, what I can tell you is that what JP has experienced and what we can expect based on JP's previous release. Next up, let's look at the rank rewards so we can better plan our spending strategy. For the first half of the month, we have the Maelstrom as the rank reward, and you can get this for Legend 10, 20, 30, and 50. As of the most recent update, Global has provided an SP copy if you top 3,000, top 1,000, top 500. If you're top 100, I believe you get 2 copies. If you're top 10, you get 3 copies. And if you're top 3, you get 4 copies, if I'm correct. I haven't top 3 yet, but we might see Entropy do that in this season. And also we will get Glory Maelstrom sleeves as well as Dungri Unlimited sleeves. Definitely very cool cards, definitely very cool arts. Next, for the next half of the season, we will get Platinum Easel as a reward. That's correct, Platinum Easel. One of the most sought out cards in this set, one of the best cards in this set. This card is the Cross Ride 4 Easel, which was also a rank reward, which means Gold Paladin will be a very free-to-play friendly meta deck. Definitely very good. Moreover, you will also get the the Blood sleeves as well as the Chrome Jailer Dragon sleeves, both also very sick art. So definitely looking forward to using that as cosmetic. Definitely very looking forward to both of these rank rewards, and maybe can help you reconsider rolling more of set 7 and saving some packs for set 8, because we're going to get 4 Platinum Easels as long as you get to Legend, well, around 10, 15 for top 3K, probably. Not very, not too much pressure anymore. Very free-to-play friendly. Very nice of Game Studio to do that. All right, so the best clan, in my opinion, that will come out of this set is Gold Paladins. And we talked about how great Platinum Easel is, right? It's a cross ride. You give your entire field +5. You give your Vanguard plus a crit. We know how great crit pressure is. We know how important hitting those numbers after hitting your crit is. For example, if your Vanguard hits, right, with the extra crit, your opponent's at 3, no PG, well, they're at 5, but you can't finish off the game. Platinum Easel solves that problem by giving your whole board extra power to beat down your opponent, just in case they do have the PG. If they don't, well, you're still taking 2 damage to the face. Next, we have the spirits. So Blaster Blade Spirit and Blaster Dark Spirit, yes, officially they are Royal Paladin and Shadow Paladin units. technically, but they can also be played in the Gold Paladin clan. They have that subtext. And what they bring to the table is insane. Before this set, Gold Paladin did not have any retire skills. These spirits solve that problem. It patches it up. It makes your easel and your planet easel turn much more aggressive, allowing you an extra attack through to your opponent's face, helping you seal the game more effectively at the simple cost of Counterblast 1. Blaster Blade Spirit retires a grade 2 or above, like Blaster Blade, and Blaster Dark Spirit retires a grade 1 or below, grade 2 or below, like Blaster Dark. Except they're Counterblast 1 instead of Counterblast 2, with the constraint that they must be called for the deck, which Gold Paladin has plenty of access plenty of skills to access that. So definitely not something that is a really strong requirement. 10k base is also very great. Of course, if you get attacked, it dies. It is a spirit after all, a ghost really. But with its on-place retire skill, very, very strong card. Helps you hit numbers on offensive turn, and still does what it needs to do as an intercept. Lastly, we have Chrome Jailer, a very great heal trigger candidate. It can also be played in Shadow Paladin, very flexible. Its skill is, well, you can retire 2, get power, get crit, just like its cousin, Phantom Blaster Dragon, which is the mascot, so I really like that skill. In addition, it also can Persona Blast to summon more units onto your board, allowing you to then use Chrome Jailer's skill or flexibly set up your board properly so then you can advance your troops to victory. Very, very strong. Great additions. Gold Paladin definitely is the winner of the set. Next, we have Aqua Force. Now, Aqua Force is already great. It rides the wave of the new set 7. But Glory Maelstrom gives it what it needs, right? A proper winning image, a proper way to win the game. With Glory Maelstrom skills to kill Sentinels, forcing your opponent to discard to use the PG, gaining extra critical, extra power to overwhelm your opponent at the late game. Definitely a very great finisher for the Aqua Force clan, other than just, gaining value as a strategy. Next, we also have Damon and Benedict, both cards different to Basil and Diamantes, but does the job, decently. They both can allow the 4th attack requirement as they get first attack, you get to either Counterblast 1 to switch positions or minus 5k to stand again. Benedict, allows you to do that without requiring another rearguard, so definitely a very flexible card. And Damon is a very budget option, just in case you don't have your Basils right yet. It also is 9k instead of 8k, but whether or not it's a better card, well, arguably Basil is a better card, but Damon does the budget job very, very well. Next, we have Narukami, definitely a very strong clan out of this gate as well. We have Unlimited, Dungry Unlimited, one of the best cards in the set, giving you immense crit pressure as well as just supporting the Dungry core. The Blood, not as great as Vermilion, but Vermilion was a rank reward. So the Blood is definitely also a very nice budget option. You don't have to play 4 since you won't be able to reactivate the skill twice in the game, generally speaking. But it also does give you that extra critical, extra pressure that you could need to finish off the game. And lastly, we have Exercise Tonight and other little bits of support, 9+3s and all that to help Narukami hit the numbers that they need. Will you see these a lot? Well, in Counterblast heavies, maybe, because it does help you hit the numbers, but in Counterblast less heavy decks, like Dungry or whatnot, then you might see more, Counterblast to retire ones and all that. So generally speaking, you have cheap retires, a lot of crit pressure with both Unlimited and the Blood, hit cross-run numbers, win the game. Very, very solid. Win the game. Strike down like thunder. Next, these 2 clans are generally weaker than the previous 3. Quite a bit weaker, but they're still very, very fun. First of all, we have Oracle Think Tank. Oracle Think Tank got support for Amaterasu, and if you remember, Amaterasu was a rank reward back then. It's still a tournament reward, so if you're still missing your Amaterasus, do play the tournament mode, collect your coupons so you can get the crossrun numbers that you might need. So generally speaking, it's just Amaterasu support. You have 7+3s, you have 9+3s with Sayori Hime and Susanoo, and this new cross-right Amaterasu is also very splashable. On attack limit break 4, you can Counterblast 2 to search for any card you want. PGs, Silent Toms, anything. And that means when you're in the mid game, you could search for your Silent Toms to threaten your opponent to, win the game if your opponent doesn't put 2 intercepts. In the late game, if you're missing PGs during your turn, you can search for a PG and then, you're all good. Of course, this card does not require an Amaterasu install to use. So of course the cross random is great, but you can also splash it in decks like, you know, Scarlet Witch. You can splash it in a deck like Fromage. You can splash it in a deck like in Tsukiyomi. Can be considered. Will it really help? It definitely requires testing. But as a card itself, Karma's 2 to tutor any single card, very, very good. Lastly, Nova Grapplers, unfortunately the losers of the set, but compared to other sets, it definitely still got very great support. 3 main cards, Golden Anglet, Illuminal Dragon, Blank Marsh, all beast deities, and they're very, very beasty. You will see these cards for a very long time because beast deities will get support all the way through the Break Ride era. Golden Anglet, when it resends, it gets +3, which makes your multi-attack plays a lot stronger. Black Marsh, when the attack it boosted hits, Karma's 1, put into Soul Stand, another unit, very great for multi-attacking options. And Illuminal Dragon, a cross ride on attack, Karma's 2, stand 2 of your rear guards. This will support, you know, some break ride combos. It will be a more consistent version of, you know, the original Beast Deity unit that I'm not a very big fan of. And overall, you know, this set of support is about consistency and getting power through restanding and then nibbling more restands more consistently and all that, rather than relying on Persona Blast or on hit skills and all that less consistent ways of doing things. So generally speaking, power increases, consistency, and restanding, exactly what Nova Grapplers want and exactly what Nova Grapplers get. So that's it for this set overview. I hope you enjoyed. This is very, very brief. I'm only highlighting, you know, three-ish cards for each clan. Definitely do check out the wiki, check out the database for all the cards that will come out for this set. Is there anything interesting that I did not mention in this video? Let me know down below what your plans are for this next set. Are you excited? Are you saving for set 9, set 10 instead? Let me know everything. Subscribe if you enjoyed it and want to see more. Click like in the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.